How does one find a cosmic being as strong as death that doesn't want to be found? That is the question Jessica is forced to solve. Welcome to my channel, and this is Grim. Picking up where we left off in the last video, Jessica has been betrayed. She is being hunted by the entity known as the end of all things, and he is very persistent, pursuing one thing: balance. She unknowingly broke that balance, but now it's time to run. It's time to hunt, because one person that could solve everything is gone. Death himself needs to be found. But the only escape they could find in his palace was over the balcony into the abyss below. They had to decide, will they face the end of all things or risk the jump into the unknown? Jessica made the choice for them. Let's go. As they jumped, she felt it. The staff, the scythe of Lord Death himself, was vibrating. It was being awoken, not by her power, but by someone else's entirely. What is this? What is this power? Inches from the river Styx, before they could get absolved by it. Something stopped it. Matter of fact, something caught space and time. No longer were they in the afterlife. Nah, they were in the land of the living. They knew this place, or rather, Eddie knew this place. This was Las Vegas. Now, they may have escaped, but Adira was going to get back. First of all, where is the end of all things? He was right behind her. Well, have you seen my assistant, Vincenzo? He said, yeah, he's gone. I ended his life. Okay, that's understandable. Did you end Jessica? No, she escaped. She what? And you call yourself the end of all things? He looked at her. He let her feel his presence, and she corrected herself. My bad, Jesus. I was just joking. How could she even escape? She has no weapon. He said she has a weapon. She has his scythe. His scythe. She was able to awaken it. Interesting. He just walked out. I will find her. She said, no need. I know exactly where she would be, because the scythe will go to its sonar. That means the scythe is going to Death. And Lord Death was in Las Vegas having a turn-up time. Now, Eddie was in Las Vegas. He's been here many times, but this is different. This looks like a circus, an amusement park. It's different from the Las Vegas I know. It was especially different because everyone here was alive and they were dead. Drunken women were just passing through them like they were nothing. It was a bit rude. And worst of all, one of them was about to get herself killed. She was so drunk, she didn't realize she was in the middle of a street. Shorty kept screaming, party time. Unknown to her, she was about to see God. Sadly, Jessica made a choice. She decided to save her, and by doing so, she momentarily made her dead. So she passed right through the bus. It was like magic. The girl thought she was dead, but Jessica played it like, yeah, you drunk. Just walk it off, alright? Everything is fine. But you see, everything wasn't, because this drunken person was momentarily possessed by an individual so powerful, time froze. All around her, nobody moved, not even the air itself. You brought my staff. Your staff? Oh my God, your Death. We're looking for you. Where are you? He said, hold on, Jesus. Can't possess this drunken widow for so long, you know? She said, all right, cool. He said, don't be sad. I'll answer your questions. Meet me in the inferno, all right? We can have pie. And then he left, and she was back to her senses, and she went to party with her friends, but Jessica, she was frozen. Did she just meet who she thought she just met? Her friends were still freaking out because she apparently can turn the living dead for a second. Guys, I know where he is. I know where Death is. And they pulled up to the inferno like, yeah, this is going to be exciting. I can't believe Death stays in the inferno. This is a bit cliche, but she was still frozen because this is a big deal. Nobody has seen Death in years. And now they were about to meet him. The very concept of being unalived. It was heavy, but she was excited. She gets to find out how she died. Underwhelming. That's the word. This room was underwhelming as hell. Messy, like someone was living here for eons and never had to clean up. This was exactly the case. This room looked like a garbage can. There ain't no way Death lives here, but shockingly, he stepped out of the shadows like, yeah, I do. And don't hate on burgers. They good. They'll kill you, but they good. Yup, that was Death. And this was Adira. You see, she had turned every single person in the afterlife against Jessica, making them believe she invited the end of all things. And now they were hunting for her. Unknown to them, Adira is literally a demon, a demoness, who has claimed Earth and the afterlife for herself. Greedy bitch. Death reveals that she has been a hungry woman that has wanted everything he has ever had for the rest of, or rather, all of her life. You see, they are siblings. She's a demon, of course, but he considers her his own kin. That is why he had to incapacitate her, took her wings and her abilities, erasing all of her army. He was death after all. She was never going to beat him. And that is the origin of Adira. Now, tell me about yourself. Now, they were confused. If you won, why the hell are you here? And she's ruling the afterlife. That's a bit odd, don't you think? He said, yeah, I need to tell you something real quick. They were confused like, what is death about to tell us? I gave her the afterlife. Now, that was shocker. Gave her. You fought a war because of her. You took her wings. Why? He got up like, well, I found someone precious. You see, Jessica, you are special. I'm pretty sure you know this already. But yeah, I think it's time you know the truth. She didn't even need him to tell her. I'm your daughter. You're my father. Bingo. Welcome to the family, kid. Marcel and Eddie were frozen. Our best friend is the daughter of death. Amazing. Now, he didn't even know how to embrace her. Does he hug her? Nah, he just tapped her head like, yeah, nice to meet you, Jessica. She said, pause. So you're telling me Adira is my auntie and she is trying to kill me? What the fuck? He said, yup. That's what you get when you make a deal with the demon. Well, I asked her to look over you and protect you, and she wanted me gone. That's the deal. I never leave this hotel. So, here we are. So that's why I could interact with the living. He said, correction. Your mother is why you can interact with the living. You see, she's human. She said, what? Is she alive? But before he could even answer, he came. The end of all things was here, and Death was offended. What the fuck are you doing in my room, boy? He screamed, do not interfere, Death. But Death said, nah, son. Hey, baby girl, can you hand me my scythe? I need to kill this prick. And just like that, two cosmic beings were about to battle, and the hotel would crash and burn because of it. I mean, what do you expect? His name is the end of all things. He saw an innocent, and she begged him to please don't touch me. He said no, and just started killing her. Death had to interfere and say, nah, it's not her time. Focus on me. He said, okay, and started fighting Death. Now, balance had to be restored, so he was going to kill Jessica one way or another, but she was the kid of Death himself. That would never happen, not as long as he lives. So, it was time to fight. The end of all things was strong, but he made the mistake of touching the death side of Death. That was a nuclear bomb waiting to go off, and when it did, he stumbled. You cannot protect her from me. I am inevitable, chaining Death to the very ground. Your weakness is apparent. You are not what you once were. And this, well, Jessica came through to protect her father. You see, she was a good kid. And as a good kid, she was going to kick ass. But again, listen to his name. He was the end of all things. He tossed her to the side like she was garbage. You could have escaped, but you came to die. Good. It is time. He tried to stab her with his chains, but yeah, her father's love is strong. And Death was now a father. His love was stronger. Hello, baby girl. I apologize that our introduction was so short, as he literally just starts crumbling to dust in front of his kid. But before he goes, he was taking this demon with him, for he is Death, and there is nothing he cannot kill. The energy was so insane in this room, it opened a hole to Death, and the monster, well, he tried to grab on. No, strapping himself to Death himself, but you see, Death was falling apart. There was nothing to hold. It was done. The end of all things was strong, but he was facing Death. He was lost to the abyss. And Death, he was gone. And he left with a smile. Baby girl, you are worth dying for. This guy is the coolest version of Death I have ever known. It was sad that he left his daughter so soon. She was broken. She just found out she had a father and a mother alive. And now she was never going to see them again. And worst of all, here comes bitch-ass Adira. Instinctively, she started blaming her for the death of her father. Now, Jessica was confused. What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't do nothing. He died. The end of all things got him. but she played it smart. Nobody knows the truth but her, and none of them can prove who she was. Now that death was gone, the staff, the scythe was hers. The world was hers. The afterlife was fucking hers. And she was going to leave them imprisoned in the living, ghost without a home. This was her freaking niece, and she didn't give a damn. Thankfully, one person will, because you see, someone got a letter, and that letter was important because it was sent to the mother of Jessica, the supposed wife of death. It's about to get interesting. Click on the subscribe button, please. Join the family, because I drop amazing videos every day. Peace.